Good afternoon, and welcome to this year's virtual Abby's House 5K program presented by Concentric Energy Advisors. My name is Patty McCone, race chair for this year's event. For those of you who have previously participated in our race, you know that it's been a great community event where we've come together to run or walk 3.1 miles in support of homeless, battered, and low-income women and children who come through the doors of Abby's House each day, seeking a safe and supportive environment where they can reclaim their lives and thrive. This year, because of the pandemic, we decided to take our event virtual. Since we kicked off the event on October 1st, we've seen some great pictures and videos, and it looks like a lot of fun was had by our participants from so many different towns, states, and countries, so that's been really exciting. Our event, held during Domestic Violence Awareness Month, is also a time to remember all those who have been impacted by domestic violence and to seek an end to it. Many of the women who turn to Abby's House for safe shelter or supportive housing have experienced some form of trauma, including domestic violence. In 2019 alone, almost 70% of the women staying in the Abby's House shelter self-identified as being a survivor of domestic violence. Among those women, more than half said that domestic violence led them to a loss of housing at some point in their lives. Today, I would like to take a moment and thank the over 570 individuals, families, and pets who registered to walk or run 5 to help her thrive, the 48 team captains who helped encourage participation in this year's event, the generous donors who sponsored our participants, everyone who donated an auction item, and Joy Chen for providing virtual yoga classes to our race participants. A very special thank you to the 5K Race Committee who worked tirelessly to ensure a great event for you and for the women and children that are served by Abby's House each day. I'd also like to thank our generous corporate and individual sponsors, our presenting sponsor, Concentric Energy Advisors, our gold sponsors, Bank Hometown, Dell Technologies, Fidelity Bank, Masterman's, the Law Office of Robert J. Hennigan Jr., and the founders of our 5K, Peggy Dix, Susan Loring, and Sue Monero. Our silver sponsors, Breathe Easy Cleaning Services, Peterson's Oil Service, and the Realtor Association of Central Massachusetts. The Friends of Abby's House sponsors, Acuity Technologies, Joe and Denise Nadler, Jolin Paving and Excavating, Rick McPhee of McPhee Real Estate of Holden, and Sterling Bridge Insurance Agency. I'd now like to turn it over to our presenting sponsor, Concentric Energy Advisors, to say a few words.
Hello, my name is Danielle Powers, and I'm with Concentric Energy Advisors. Concentric is a Marlborough-based management consulting and financial advisory firm with a focus on the North American energy industry. On behalf of Team Concentric, congratulations to all who participated in this year's Abby's House Virtual 5K and completed 5 to help her thrive. All of you have worked extremely hard fundraising, completing the 5K, and spreading awareness of this fantastic organization, and you should be incredibly proud of your contributions. It's support like yours that enables Abby's House to continue to provide support to women who need it most. Concentric became aware of Abby's House in 2019, when they were the recipient of our annual charitable giving initiative. Once we saw the work that Abby's House does in our backyard, we knew that we wanted to continue to support their mission to help women and children facing homelessness, especially at a time when a lot of us could use an extra helping hand. Nobody should have to feel alone and stuck in an unsafe situation, but unfortunately, so many women face situations that put them into that place. We are honored to do our part to help end homelessness and provide support and advocacy for the women and children who need it the most. And we're so proud to stand beside fellow sponsors and 5K participants in support of Abby's House. Thank you all for your dedication to this worthy cause, and thank you to Abby's House for your unceasing labor in making sure that everyone has a place where they can feel safe.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I'm the Executive Director of Abby's House, and I want to thank all of you for participating in the 5K, whether you walked it or ran it, hiked it, or whether you made a donation or purchased an auction item. We're really grateful for your support. I ran the 5K today and had to train for it. It was not easy for me. But when I did it, I thought about all the work that the women at Abby's House put into their journeys, all the work it takes to stay sober when you've had an addiction, all the work that it takes when you're in absolute poverty to keep at it each day trying to improve your life, especially when you have children, what it takes for women who are struggling from a mental health issue, what it takes for women to go forward when they've had abuse in their lives, either as children or as adults. It takes so much work on their part, and we are so proud of them. And we are so thankful to all of you for you making opportunities for them available. You give them a safe place, you give them staff who help connect them to resources that they need to move forward and heal themselves and empower themselves to find a brighter future. We're so grateful for you. They can't do this without the loving community and the supportive community that they have through Abby's House. So we do want to take a moment to remember the people that we have lost during Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So I ask you just to take a moment now in silence. Thank you. Thank you for remembering those that are not with us today. And again, thank you for providing the opportunities for those who can be with us so that they can reclaim their lives and rebuild their lives. And I want to give a special shout out to our volunteer planning committee and Patty McCone, who you just heard from, and the tremendous work that they put into the race this year, and all of our sponsors and all of our auction donors and everybody who's played a role one way or another in making this race just a fabulous event for everybody at Abby's House. Next, you're going to hear from one of the women at Abby's House we're very proud of, who's made great strides forward in her life and availed of what's available at Abby's House. So please listen. Thank you.
I was illegally evicted from my home. Fortunate for me, I had a car, so I kind of immediately just went to the DTA and kind of talked to them, and then I went to Mass Hire, and they told me about Abby's. You know, I came in and I was just happy to have a bed and that it was like a house-like setting and that the staff were so welcoming. And I liked that we had a meeting and we had like one main staff that kind of showed me my room. Everything was set up, towels, bed linens. I immediately felt like a comfort and a relief and a blessing in that. And then I just think on time, like you have the advocacy meeting once a week, and just the motivation and inspiration Parley gave me, and Megan and the structure that was provided was able to propel me forward. And we had resources at Abby's. And they like constantly checked in on me, and I did have DTA assistance, but it was nice that we were getting food, that there was a stove. It's emotional for me, but that made me feel really empowered, and there were a lot of women that were able to share their stories. Going back to school, doing something nutrition based, and I looking into life coaching. And I want to be able to give back to the community and to women that need it. And also for women that have been victims of domestic violence, not just, you know, with a partnership, but with family as well. That Abby's House saved my life. That it's a really wonderful, beautiful community of support. Everybody has a unique story, but at the end of the day, we're women, and we're just trying to do the best we can to survive in this world and be the best versions of ourselves, no matter what level you're on. And that this having Abby's House has given me that opportunity to go full force into life again and to not be discouraged.
As you just heard from Angela, your support of this year's virtual 5K and of the Women and Children of Abby's House saves lives. On behalf of this year's race committee, I want to thank you for your participation. We hope you had fun getting out and doing your 5 to help her thrive. And now I'd like to congratulate this year's top finishers. Congratulations and thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kelly Whalen, Director of Development here at Abby's House. Thank you so much for participating in this year's virtual 5K presented by Concentric Energy Advisors. I want to especially congratulate our top finishers of our virtual 5K and also to congratulate each and every one of you for your participation, your support, and your ongoing commitment to the women and children of Abby's House. It's through your ongoing support and compassion that we are able to come together as a community to support and lift up the women and children of Abby's House. Thank you so much for making this event historic and for helping us to meet our goals. We are extremely appreciative and we are so grateful to have each and every one of you be part of our special community. On another note, I just want to mention that at 8 p.m. this evening, our online auction will close. So if you have any interest in checking your bids, setting some bids, we encourage you to take a look at our site at 32auctions.com/Abby's House. Thank you again for your support, and I do hope you continue to stay safe and healthy through these hard times.